GoSoapbox is a web-based response system similar to using an iClicker. Students can submit replies online for in-class questions. The student does not need the iClicker. Instead, students can use a computer to go online, or they can access the GoSoapbox from any mobile device. Events or spaces are where the teacher and the student interact. A teacher has to set up an event for every class that they teach. To sign up, it's fairly easy. Go to the Sign Up tab, which brings you to this screen. Type in your name, your email address, choose a password, and sign up now. You go to the Join Event or Sign In button. At this point, if you were a student, you would type in the access code and hit Join Now. The access code is for the particular event or class. As a teacher, we already have our Sign In button, so we'd go ahead and hit that, and we would end up at this screen. From this screen, it tells you we are in the small class plan. In other words, we can have 30 students online at one time. If we need to go larger, it's going to become fee-based, but most classes are relatively small, so you could get away with this one. I have set up a test event that we're going to go to. It is from this event that I'll be able to set up for assessment. You can set up polls, you can set up question and answers, you can do all sorts of things from here. So our event loaded. I have one quiz which will allow me to test for assessment. This space right here where it says confused and number of people online, this is how many students are in the event. How many of them say that they're confused out of how many are actually online. This is a good little meter so that you can tell if your students are understanding the material that you're giving. Of course, if they're confused, you might be able to create a class discussion or create a poll that will narrow down what information the student does not understand. To create anything, just hit the Create button. You can name the quiz, we'll call this one Test 2, and hit Create. And that's all there is to it. We can now change quiz details if we'd like. We can export data, we can import data, we can change the name of it, we can decide we're going to cancel it and go back. We have a quiz 2. We are going to add questions. So you just go here, you type in any kind of question. It tells you whether gives you a choice whether you want multiple choice or short answers. If you do multiple choice, you will type in the answers and then choose which ones are correct so that the student will be able to tell whether they have gotten the question correct or not. You can also, at this point, we can go back, we can moderate this event, go to our moderation page, we can view the access codes, we can enable and disable features here. This is great. It tells you what you have that's on or off. Our barometer is on so we can tell confused people. Quizzes is on so students be able to take quizzes and polls. Our social Q&A is off, and we have here, of course, our profanity filter, which is a great thing, is on, and we have names required. We can set that to off, and then when we go back here, when a student signs in, they will sign in anonymously. Students will never be able to see who else is online. Only the teacher will be able to see. You can get, if you require students to sign in using their name, you can create trackable long-term data collection to see how each student is doing, but it's not necessary. You can export this into an Excel spreadsheet so that you can keep track. You can copy and duplicate events if you find that you have an event that you need to use for an older class or a younger class. I hope you have enjoyed this short presentation, and thank you.